Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 of 5 Cities, the Garblag Games Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition role-playing show. I'm Pete the DM.
I'm Jim, I'm playing Comic.
I'm John, I'm playing Saint.
I'm Roger, I'm playing Aurelian.
Sam, Lena.
I'm Poot.
Excellent. Cool.
The more we play this, the more it's going to sound like Groot.
I am Poot. I am Poot. That's all you have to say. Previously on 5 Cities.
In the last episode.
Our brave adventurers had headed to High Star on their way to Leron's Pit to investigate at the behest of the Prima Andreas Broodburn, head of the Broodburn household. As they were heading towards High Star, they felt some ripples of magic down the Golem Road as the ley line has been corrupted. And they also then heard and felt a great cracking of the earth ahead of them. Shortly after that, they saw a giant black, twisted, rocky spire tear up through the streets of High Star, poking out above the very high wall of the city. And there were screams and fires and all kinds of chaos going on.
Generally good times.
Yeah, it's D&D. So you got the Aeromancer carriage moving once again, and you got into the city where the Tarn Broodburn, the captain of the guard,
He's awesome.
he is awesome. He's got an awesome moustache. Is it a big handlebar,
He
Murphy
was
kind of.
waxing it
Yeah, he was
on
waxing
the
it,
carriage.
just getting it nicely battle ready.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a high beard.
They will remember the last place they ever see.
Yeah. Broodbeard. No. He and his men disembarked in a very ready state and started to secure the surrounding area. Off to the left or north of the tracks, the entire infrastructure of the town had been sort of torn asunder and put higgledy-piggledy sloped on its side as this big spire has torn through. General pandemonium has kicked off in the city. People started mugging each other. People used Mage Hand to pull down people's trousers.
Mage Hand!
You know, all kinds of things were going on. And
I hate that guy.
Lena had climbed a tower and had to get a better vantage point and could see that a large cavern had opened up between some shattered buildings, and great twisted, horribly torn figures of humanoids about 8 foot tall had been birthed out into the world in some kind of nasty viscous goo.
And went, bad stuff over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course Cormac went, awesome! And ran at it.
Yep.
He's like,
Rip it up.
and I'm just like, oh.
Meanwhile, Saint had made her way up the side of the spire and had started to use her pure healing magic on the side of this great spire that's come out of the ground. It's black and covered in goo, and as Saint put her hands on it and cast lay on hands, it started to turn white. Excuse me.
I nuked it with the power of the light.
Yes, you did. And I think you'd chucked.
I chucked a blue orb in there just to be sure.
Threw the blue orb in.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles.
Just so it works.
Yeah.
And you had heard a crack beneath you
Not a big belch.
down this.
Yeah.
Wormhole.
And you'd seen kind of blue light down there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the rest of the guys had not run. Well, I think Cormac was running.
Cormac,
and
no, no,
dancing.
I was with purpose. I wasn't
With purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading towards danger. As the.
I think I was probably skipping towards danger, actually.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
Ready for it.
With a big smile on my face.
Well, you were slightly behind me, waiting to see if you could possibly save me from any horrible situations,
well,
just to prove a point.
I do, yeah, well, yeah.
As ever.
Highway to the dangers of time.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins would be proud.
So the three of you, and Lena from above with her bow, the three of you had entered into what looked like was potentially used to be a marketplace. Now the floor is torn and almost as undulating as the ocean floor, the waves of the ocean itself. And you can see the ground is moving around. It's unstable. The spire is moving slowly every now and then, maybe trying to push further out. And the ground itself is moving and shaking and twisting. The whole structure underneath it has obviously been disrupted.
Slightly unstable.
As you move across it, you're not sure whether it may even collapse underneath your feet. Buildings are higgledy-piggledy on an angle, twisted and torn and broken around this marketplace. And as you enter, 5 of these large creatures, twisted, broken, writhing in pain and agony themselves, as large black barbs tear through their flesh, writhe around, and they turn with some awareness of you and roll initiative.
Huzzah!
So when you say that the floors are all kind of unstable, so is that like mostly kind of the marketplace area or the whole
Pretty well. I'm guessing
From what you can see at the moment, mostly the marketplace area.
Okay.
But you can hear lots of creaking and breaking noises
Just
around.
because if everything's getting a little bit too enthusiastic, then maybe standing up on top of this massive great wall is not a great plan. But if it's okay for now, then I'll stick.
Seems okay. You think this large wall will have a deep
I
foundation?
don't mind this sound. Very nice.
I cast an earthquake on the wall.
Make a history.
That's my initiative of 2.
You get 2
Oh
dice.
wait, I
You get
get
2 dice because
Yeah.
you hate people.
You're a ranger.
no,
No, 'cause
they're
you're a
not
ranger.
All right, yeah, I was going to say
You're
'cause
a
they're
ranger.
not
also
people.
And they're not.
Not anymore.
You just hated
That's
everyone.
different kind of hate.
Everything.
That's
Hate
pure and adulterated.
10. That's better.
Yeah.
Plus your
That's 10, 12.
12.
Okay.
Okay.
So what were you saying? Sorry, history.
History roll.
9 plus something probably. One.
So you got 10.
Yes.
So
Okay.
plus 3 now.
You seem to remember someone saying that High Star
Yeah.
is named that because at this place, this high ring wall was found, and a star formation
Okay.
of roads was built within it.
Okay. So
Okay,
it's
so-
found, so it's probably really old and therefore probably fairly solid,
Potentially.
like the Golden Road.
Initiative?
18.
18.
22.
Whoa! Saint on 22. Cormac?
23.
Whoa!
It's fine, I'm just chilling out up here. So
Okay.
We go first.
Aurelian
What would
is
you
on
like to do
18. Poot?
Charge!
So I rolled 11. What do I add to it?
Your dex bonus.
So I'm on 14.
14. Poot.
How can we get
And
that?
I will
I
roll.
have the feat alert.
Yes.
Oh, you do.
It gives you a nice bonus.
Nice +5 bonus to my initiative.
It's a very useful feat.
Because I become alert.
Okay. Oh, hang on.
Ooh.
Quickly get out my Volo's Guide to Monsters, which I bought especially for this.
not the
Ooh. There's a new book called Fantastic Guide to Everything or something like that.
Xanathar's.
Guide to Everything.
Yeah.
I want that.
I also want that. And you can buy it at home too.
Yeah. No. Support your friendly local gaming store. Anyway. So.
Support
I
them
will-
if they're unfriendly. They have no friends.
Let me apologise to owners of friendly local gaming.
Friendly ones are fine. Unfriendly ones.
Not so much. Okay, so the creatures are on 3.
Oh, a grand total of 3.
They rolled a 2.
awesome.
That means we go first.
I think it may.
That does mean you go first.
Get out
So-
the grenade launcher.
Cormac, there is about 50 feet across where this large cavern is the marketplace ground, the cobbled streets,
Mhm.
slides up to this cavern,
Mhm.
and thick black liquid has come out of it. They've poured down,
Mhm.
and about 30 feet in front of you, these creatures are writhing across the whole area. So there are 5 of them separated by sort of 10, 15 feet each.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I am battle ready.
You came here battle ready.
Of course I did.
on ready.
I would like to just hold my action after just saying, looking over at Aurelian, and say, "How many can you take?" And then wait for his response.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Next we have Saint. Saint, you are
I'm gonna try and angle myself so I'm above and yet behind them.
Okay, so you're going to start moving around the
Yes.
upper slope.
By stealthing. Good job, John. And I mean Saint. Who am I? I got a nice hefty 20 for my stealth roll.
Okay. They are currently making perception rolls at disadvantage because they're in agony.
Cool. Oh,
You
that
get-
sounds so nice.
You get the feeling that this
Agony.
won't stop them from performing physical feats,
Yeah.
but maybe mental ones.
I think
We
trying to
okay.
for maths test. Yeah.
Can you also make an
Poetry,
athletics
my dear
roll?
boy.
Just see how
Bane on them
quickly
and,
you make your way.
16.
Okay,
yeah,
so
they,
I've
pass
got
their-
proficiency
it's
in
a,
athletics.
Yeah, Bane.
did you get over 20?
I did not.
Oh,
Plus
No, 19.
It's a,
no, can you
it's level
that's
one.
your
It's level
proficiency
one.
bonus?
But they have
Yeah,
to pass a
It's only
training
plus
test.
3. I've got 0 strength.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
Okay, so you make your way around the upper slope towards to the cavern entrance, because that's the bit behind them.
Cool.
You guys can see now Saint moving out from behind a broken building up higher up near the cavern entrance. They don't seem aware of Saint. Aurelian,
So
your go.
He's right there.
Yeah.
So
As you're about to fireball, you go,
so
oh, he's over there! Oh.
So you say they're about 10 feet apart, roughly?
Yeah, so what's the radius of
I can do
your
it.
20 foot.
20 foot?
I could hit 3 of them.
Yes, you could hit 3 of them.
Are you going to say
in
anything?
response to Jim, are going to go,
Jim?
Yeah.
Cormic.
Okay,
and send out a fireball
right.
to hit the 3 on the. I have no idea where I am in
Is that your
proximity
best
to
Power
this.
Ranger stance?
So would you like to hit the 3 closer to the cavern or the 3 closer to the wall? Either way, you'll hit the one in the middle.
Mhm.
Or the 3 in the middle, leaving the 2 on the edges.
Where am I in relation to these 2?
Well, you guys are all standing like right next to each other. You can see ahead of you these 5
I
creatures.
mean, am I in the middle? Am I on the
That's
side?
up to you.
All
I
right.
suggest,
Well,
I suggest you would be in the middle. I would,
okay.
I would
Yeah.
probably,
Only we
I
had
would
You're
probably
bigger
put someone between me and Cormic. It's James.
I am like,
All right, I'm just going to.
I am like
3 in the middle.
Okay.
If no, don't go for the 3 in the middle.
Is
Why would
that
you do
your action now? Because he lays down a fireball.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cormic just puts his hand on his head.
Okay, so you call upon the powers of Usain, summoning the magic of fire within you. And you guys around him see now another golden light around him suddenly turns slightly more red. Little flames lick around his body and stretch along to the end of his finger, and a small little ball of fire flies out through the air. And for a moment, you are underwhelmed.
Okay.
And then it hits the central creature and erupts into a huge ball of fire, engulfing 3 of them in the centre of the marketplace. You notice the ground wobble slightly in the area.
Yeah.
Now they get to make a dexterity saving throw, don't they,
They
for half
do
damage?
GC 15.
Okay, so C15. So the guy on the right made it. The other 2, not so much. So if you'd like to roll damage.
9, 19, 25,
Whoa!
and
Boom.
34.
Would you like some more d6 for the next one? Because I've got to pop them.
Do I roll them all separately?
No, you roll once, and then they all take that damage because there's one
Alright.
fireball.
34.
34 points of damage. Okay, so 2 of them take 34. Okay, and the other one takes 17. Because as you watch, the creature rides, and its awareness suddenly clicks in, and it sort of rolls to the side. Scorches down its body, but not as badly as the others.
So I only hit 3 out of 4.
3 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, only hit 3 of them.
Quickly doing
So
maths
was
in my
that
head.
that was the one on the right, was it?
Towards the cavern.
So and it moved further towards.
They're like put in, just like a foot or something, not like a whole move. It just kind of danced with the fire and didn't quite get hurt.
If there's anything around this flat,
Was that your whole action? Was that your whole turn? Because then I would go.
I don't know.
You're going to move. You're going to move in closer.
You're going to say.
It's an instantaneous. Fireball's instantaneous, so it's just like.
How far away are they?
About. No. So the cavern entrance is 50 feet away, and they're sort of dotted around between 20 and 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I will move backwards.
Okay. How far are you going to move back?
How far can I move back?
Well, there's a road behind you. You could run back to the train if you want.
I will.
I'm getting out of here.
I will move 30 feet back.
Okay. You move 30 feet backwards. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I've got a longer range than them.
The brave cleric of Usain
Runs away.
Cormac, you were holding your action.
And I will say my action.
Yeah,
Pretty round away.
So I've seen Aurelian retreat.
If you go, I'll come with you.
Oh dear.
I don't think I can take 5.
It was that day.
I don't.
You don't
I
have
think
to
you
take
believe.
5. You take 2 and I'll take 3.
You need to
I'll be
believe in
nice.
yourself.
And the 3 of
You've seen Saint coming round behind.
Round the mountain as she comes.
Yes, true.
By the time
She'll
we
be coming
get
round the
there,
mountain as she comes.
by the time we get there, one of
And
you
Lena is out.
Lena's just going to nuke
You
one.
said.
Coming round the mountain as she comes.
Okay, I'm going to step back a little,
Oh.
but I'm going to be walking backwards rather than moving at my full speed.
Step back.
So I'm going to. Would that be half speed, or would that be what would that be?
You can move up to 30 feet.
Yeah,
Well, my
kind of
speed is
jogging
25.
Okay, so you're a bit. So you're closer to them than Aurelian.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I would know that. So can I move back 25?
Sure.
I know that they're slower than me. I kind of
Sure.
forgot.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna fall back,
Mhm.
shield and sword ready.
Mhm.
Okay. We've had Saint Aurelian. Poot.
Poot, rapier in one hand, dagger in the other, gives Cormac the "you pussy" look, and then I'm going to go for the end one because I'm not that
Which
brave.
end?
The
One near the
furthest
cavern?
end. No, the furthest away.
The one near the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
When you say near the wall, is
Yeah.
that like a building wall or like the edge
No,
of the
just-
city wall?
So
or-
near as in the city wall is in that direction. There is a building
Okay.
over there,
Okay.
but the wall is over there and the cavern is over there. It's
Right.
kind of the two.
So that's my
opposites.
rapier with my blue orb in it, and that's
Okay.
my Tillian dagger.
Okay.
It's red.
So it's red.
Cunning. Oh.
So that's okay. You don't mind that. So I got 11. So plus 3 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
That's a hit.
And the other one is just 15, 16, 18.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Stabby.
This big creature, as you run up to it,
Yeah.
it's kind of struggling to like get on its feet, and it's like looking at you, like big gore coming out of its mouth, black ooze dripping off of it, and its arm kind of is twisting and reshaping as you get closer.
Into a rapier, and you have an epic duel.
No.
They made a you used Capiola's defense against me, huh?
Yeah.
I thought Capiola was
10,
interesting as you're using to
11,
us.
12, 13.
But I
You
hold
have
it.
2 weapon fighting because you don't get your
No, I don't get bonus.
damage
on one.
bonus on your offhand.
Yeah, 16. So that's
I've got a 16
7,
as well.
10.
I'm not that kind of
So that's 16,
Yep.
and the Tillian dagger bonus is.
1.
So I've done
Plus
16
1.
damage, and
Plus
then
1.
plus 1, so that's 17.
Okay. 17 damage.
I'm not touching it twice ever again.
Okay.
Probably.
Cool. That was Poot. Lena.
So if Poot's attacking the one closest to the wall,
Yes.
then that's probably the one closest to me.
Yes.
However, if he's attacking it, I probably shouldn't shoot him.
You should
It is
so
massive.
I mean, what's
It
the
is
chance of
huge.
you actually hitting me?
It's like a 8 to 10 foot creature, and it's getting
And
up
Poot
on
is
it.
And Poot
tiny.
is like.
I thought she was
four.
talking about
I am, well, yeah, it's like more like just about an inch short of that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
He says he's 4 foot.
I
yeah,
like Poot. I'll give him the extra inch.
Just remember your bow's plus 1.
Yeah.
Because I blessed it.
You definitely
That is
got,
true.
You definitely got to be shooting the one I'm fighting.
Cool.
Are you
I will do that.
Are you on 2 attacks?
I am.
Okay, so
I will
2.
shoot it twice.
Yeah. Go for it.
Awesome. So, yeah, let's see how that goes.
Okay.
So, I don't need to. I roll this twice, but we do it separately.
You can roll both of them now if you
That
want
was a
to.
9, so that's 9 plus, like, where are we on? Attack bonuses?
So
It's your proficiency
I've
bonus,
still got
your dex
your
bonus.
dex bonus of
6.
so your dex bonus plus your proficiency, so it's
Plus 1.
9,
Plus 1.
11, 12,
Mm-hmm.
13, 14.
Tricks.
Oh,
Tricks.
yeah.
I have not
Oh,
used
yeah.
it.
Alright,
Oh,
there,
that's
so
6.
that I knew what it was.
Yeah, 15.
And plus 1 because it's plus 1
So,
both.
Yeah.
7, so 16.
And you're
That's a
blessed.
hit.
And you're blessed. Plus 1 for being blessed.
Yes.
No, as in the bow as well.
Oh, the blow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically made it a plus.
So that's a
one.
hit.
It's a hit.
And
Right.
your-
Do you want me
your
to do
second arrow?
damage or shoot it
It's
first?
up to you.
I will shoot it a second time on the table.
On the table.
No. That was a 3.
Okay.
It
Plus?
is giant.
Um,
Plus 6.
okay, yeah, so plus 7, so 10.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah.
You should
Anyway,
always check
Damage.
because big slobbery monsters
You don't
don't
get-
have a very
you
good
get-
armor
you
class.
get advantage on
They have
big
lots of
slobbery
hit
monsters?
points.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Rangers just got advantage on pretty much most of these.
not yet. But yeah, now that I've met them, I can learn to hate them.
Oh, cool.
Indeed.
And then.
Yeah.
Fallen.
The next
Use
time-
your
Okay.
hatred
Next time
to
we
make
get
you
a
That
aberration.
wasn't great.
And we get +1 to that as well.
5.
5.
Good job, me. I rolled a 2.
Pooch, you're standing there fighting this huge creature which is now
Is that
rearing up.
+1?
And as
Yeah.
it does, an arrow goes into its side. And you like, look up and Lena's like,
Is it dead?
Oh yeah, you haven't updated
No.
that.
Dancing through
Okay,
its
so
legs.
it's 6.
okay.
Because apparently I
6.
haven't updated all the things.
Okay. Okay. Still alive.
One.
Well, if it's, Right, so the creature's turns. Right, let's
Bye,
do it.
Pooh. We knew you well.
Okay.
No.
There's
I
5
think-
are going
Pooh,
to
you can
rush you.
The creature in front of you,
You can dodge a 5-1.
its arm changes shape as you're looking at it into a huge, jagged blade. And with its other hand, it grabs it
Creatures.
and then swings it at you.
That's okay. Swing away.
That is
Some.
26
26.
to hit.
That might
Not damage.
26.
Yes.
26.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's 26.
Yeah, I think that hits you.
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
Oh, okay.
Gracious.
2
that
damage.
is- 9 points of damage.
Fine. Okay, so I'll take. Do I round up or round down?
Uh,
I have uncanny dodge, so I just half the damage I take.
from not everything.
From being attacked.
Can we check the rules, please?
Not
From being a-
not spell.
Excuse us while we
Can we
check the rules.
because otherwise that would be sick.
Oh,
That
that
would be
wasn't a
amazing.
spell.
I half all
That's my
damage.
reaction.
You use your
You stub
reaction.
your toe, but uncannily
That's
dodge.
fine.
Yeah.
If you use your reaction to do uncanny dodge,
Yeah.
and you can do that from regular attack, that's fine.
Yeah.
That means you can't do another reaction.
That's fine.
It's fine, there's only one of them, right?
There's only one of them attacking, so that's fine.
Yeah, but there's
For now.
Yeah,
4 more.
there's 4 more there, and you ran in by yourself.
It's fine,
Like,
I might be able to
that's-
hit more than one.
That's
Okay, cool.
You
So that
all
one
ran
attacked.
away.
That one attacked. So that was
Anyway, they can't even see me.
9 damage.
I'm probably hidden from the rest
Well,
of them.
that's.
behind this
I actually
8-foot
need to make a
creature.
roll to see if they notice what's going on. If they're in agony.
Hopefully they won't have noticed that they just got fireballed.
Yep.
Oh.
They might
So
have.
the next one along near you, Poot, doesn't notice anything and is actually busy trying to gnaw a barb off its own arm. The one in the middle
Ooh, yeah.
and the one that managed to dodge half of the fireball
Starting
sees you two. They see you and they run towards you to attack you.
Cool.
starting at 5th level.
Yep.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you may use your reaction to halve the attack's damage against you.
Cool.
Get in.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
that's 5 damage.
5 damage.
Okay, so one of them rushes towards you and attacks you, and one rushes
They can
towards
move
you.
that
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, I was going to say you're about 55
They
feet
roll
away.
like the things. In
Oh yes, you move 25 feet away.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we
And
were
then
25 feet away, and then we...
Yep. So they will charge.
26. I thought 13 damage. I can take that. That's okay.
That's my impression of them charging. I think you
They
like
will
it. There is no
Because this was
charge.
kind of the point.
Yeah.
So we're at least
55 feet.
it's 55 feet.
Yes. But if they double move,
That's just dashing, isn't it?
it is, but you can also charge.
Looking at these guys, I
from
wouldn't
that.
say they're very dashing.
Charge is not an action.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh.
If it was, we'd
Okay.
have been
They will
doing
double move into close combat range with you.
Fireball.
Dash.
I will double check that. But last time I checked, I did not believe
Sure.
that charge.
If it was a thing, I'd have been doing it.
Okay. They will dash into combat with you.
Yeah.
One on each of you. So that was then one didn't notice anything. And the last one, who's near the cavern, is busy having a fight with a barrel. Tearing it apart as it kind of
But why?
its
It offended
movement
him.
brought it into contact with it, and it just starts thrashing at this barrel.
Okay.
These creatures are
Not right.
chaotic. Not that they're not bright; they're just in lots of pain and suffering.
Disengage, dodge, help, hide, ready, search, use an object. There's no charge.
Cool. Good. Sorted.
There is squeezing into a small space.
No, that's before the actions in combat.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you could just squeeze.
You
Cormic can squeeze into many small places. Right,
Right.
we're back round to the beginning, and it's Cormic.
hit them in the face.
I am going to go nuts. I'm just going to start.
I'm gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
Just running around in circles, going.
Yeah. So I'm going to basically dance around it. So I've got
Dance
to
around.
use the fact that I can move through creatures and everything and
Yes.
like discombobulate it.
Are you using
Yes.
the power of
But you're not disengaging.
I'm not disengaging.
Okay.
I'm dancing around it.
Okay.
And on it and
Yep.
stabby,
Sure.
stabby, 2 attacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell by the way, I used my welcome.
So one is 12 and the other is 23.
The 23 hits.
Cool. I'll use that one. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
That's all I'll do for now.
Okay. You take a slice at it, and its flesh parts, and beneath you see more of this black, horrible goo and gnarly, twisted barbs.
More flesh.
Nice.
Yes. Right. Saint.
Oh, right. So there's one fighting Poot, isn't there?
That is on the other side of the marketplace from you, and there are 2 of these creatures between you and them.
How far is the other side? Because I do have Misty Step.
It's about
Is it 60 feet?
about that, yeah.
So I can make it.
Yes.
No, wicked.
So I will outstretch my sword forward, and a sheen of blue light appears as I activate Divine Smite, and then leap off the crack, and half mid-leap I teleport behind it and hit it twice
Nice.
with Divine Smite.
Cool.
So I get advantage for hitting it in the back.
Yes, because it's.
I'm channeling Ixtab here. Here we go. So the first one has a 14,
That's a hit.
and the second one has a
Lots.
more 23.
That one doesn't hit. No, yeah, it does. 2 hits. A
So,
fine hit.
so the first one does the Divine Smite damage, so I need another D8 if someone's got one. 4 plus 4 to this. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 4 is 20 points of damage.
Is that everything? Is that with
And
the
then
plus
the next-
4? You said a plus 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
So 20,
And then
20 points of
The
damage.
next attack just does 6.
Okay. As you are standing there, Poot, suddenly there is a kind of strange apparition in the air, and from inside of it, this blue light, Saint comes sliding out with a sword and chung down on the creature's back,
Wicked.
and it screams in pain as you do. Oh, hang on. How much divine damage did you do?
2d8, so
That was 13.
13.
Okay.
You may get a bit of a bonus.
There is There is now a glowing wound on its back
Nice.
where you struck it with the divine smite, and it howls a horrible noise, like a tearing of your innards and someone being tortured all at the same time.
But you
There
might
is a
guys-
spray of black liquid both of you. You don't need to make a Constitution saving.
I'm immune.
Excuse me.
I feel luck.
I hope so, because I've used all their hands. So.
Well, I failed because I rolled
Another
three. Wow.
twice.
Okay, so you gain a level of corruption.
Okay, that's fine. That's
What
fine.
level?
Nothing to say.
As some of the black goo goes in your mouth,
Oh.
and you're so shocked by Saint's prowess
Yeah.
that you gulp it down
Oh.
without even realising. You feel suddenly like you want to
Itchy.
puke, but you don't. It's not like a real physical feeling. It's like
That's fine. This
an emotional.
This thing
You're
is.
at an
It's
emotional
an
puke.
emotional moment. Yes. Okay.
But now
Right.
again, I need an emotional puke.
Yeah, me too. Okay, Aurelian. There is now a creature standing in front of you.
Ding! Protection from corruption.
Okay, that's your action.
Yep, it now has disadvantage to attack me.
Okay, cool. Poot.
Poot. A crazy poot. A carrot.
I'm going to hit him.
Go for it.
But I'm on your side.
So I've hit him twice.
With advantage.
I don't need advantage because I've hit him twice.
Okay.
Advantage is still good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because he has to do it.
Because he gets his
stupid.
sneak attack damage on this one.
Okay. One. My sneak attack
Oh.
did like 4 points of damage.
Oh.
Right.
But that's okay. I don't mind. 4. So 8. 12. 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18. So that's 18 points of damage. 22 points of damage. Plus 1, 23. 24, 25.
What is
You
this?
don't get your damage bonus on your offhand weapon.
What is
With
this?
I don't get the damage bonus from my.
I do D6 plus 4.
From your
Oh, yeah.
on your
How
offhand
is he
weapon.
doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's from both attacks.
Some 2 attacks.
some 2 attacks. Yeah.
My max from 2 attacks is 12.
No, but your divine smite
But you
is
just-
that
Yeah,
he can
that's-
use that once a turn. So it's.
I wish I could use Divine Smite once.
How many times can you use it?
4.
Okay.
So it's just 23 points of damage then.
Okay, 23 points damage. So you slide both your blades into the creature, and it screams again, and your hands get covered in black, thick liquid as the creature's body shudders, and its entrails pour out through the wounds that you make in its gut, and it collapses to the floor dead. Again.
Nice.
Okay. Well done. Lena. There's
you
still
don't bother
one-
shooting that one.
Yes. So there's one riding around on the floor near them.
Yep.
One in combat with Cormac, and
Ooh.
he's kind of clambering all over it.
Are these creatures undead or fiends?
For your purposes, yes, we will say that they count
do
as
an
kind of
extra D8.
undead.
Instead.
It's dead.
It's really dead.
I did
Oh,
2
no.
damage though.
You stabbed on his corpse.
Swap the word undead for corrupted.
Cool.
I'm gonna let Cormac
Just
get on with
advance
it
ones.
because
Okay.
I don't want to shoot him.
I can turn them though and make them
He's a
run away.
little fidget.
That's very true. That's very true.
And he'd
Yeah.
be really upset if I, kill stole his. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll shoot the other one.
The one flying Aurelian, or the one further away, or the one near them?
Whatever the next one along is.
Okay, the one near them.
The closest
It's riding
one.
on the
I
floor.
loot a
Yeah.
corpse.
Is this the one having a go at a
Just
barrel?
black goo.
No, that's
Black
further
goo.
away.
No, it's distracting.
Sorry,
That's
that's
fine. You
good,
can
yeah.
go and sneak up on
Yeah,
that
sneak
one.
up
It's
there.
fine.
What is your character? Just like.
Oh wow, we're doing holiday. Okay, so.
I don't want to do that.
Oh wait, no, that's okay. 13.
That's a miss.
Yeah, and that's better. Yes.
Yes.
You hit. Yeah.
20
Okay, I believe you then.
24.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Number big enough you don't have to count it.
So yeah, yes.
She said with such confidence we had to believe it.
Oh, 7.
7, 8.
Yeah.
Plus 1. Plus
Yeah.
1.
My
Okay.
I'm helping, honest.
My plus 1?
Because I blessed her bone.
Another arrow streaks into the marketplace, hitting the creature.
You don't notice the one that doesn't.
He keeps writhing on the floor. Right, so fallen. Yep. So that first one keeps writhing on the floor. Let's see if the one fighting the barrel figures out what's going on in the marketplace.
I got barrels.
And it does. It suddenly tears the last fragments of the barrel apart, and its face is lined up, looking directly at you two. Its eyes looking like strangely
I'm quite small.
separated.
I mean, I'm like really
and it just
small.
screams and starts running across the gap between you. And in fact, it dashes into combat with you.
Don't
Okay.
you know that
Three of them.
teleport thing, buggering off and leaving me on my own.
Missed yourself?
With Saint.
Alright.
Dashes into close combat with Saint.
Foolish fool.
However, we have one in combat with Cormac. He's going to try and hit you.
Okay.
Its arm, its large arm, has twisted and grown into what looks like some kind of savage meat cleaver, huge thing, and it swings it violently round, trying to cut you.
It's just rude.
And it rolled a 19.
Miss.
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 Okay.
He's a wily
We have
wise.
one trying to hit
With
Aurelian
disadvantage.
with disadvantage. I got an 18 and a 19. So that's a 25.
That'll do it.
Okay.
So did
Oh,
did you
yeah.
roll 19?
I've got
Did you get
18, 22.
I got 19.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry. I can add. And you take 13 points of damage.
Bam.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one has dashed into combat with Saint. There's one still writhing on the floor. Back round to Cormac.
I'm just gonna smack it a few times.
Okay.
Good job.
Minimum was 18. So
It's got an armor class of 14.
Okay, so they both hit.
Yep.
19 points of damage.
Okay. You take 2 savage cuts out of its body, one on its leg and one on its back.
Nice.
As you clamber around it,
Yeah.
a zephyr of wind sort of whipping around its body as you go. That was 19.
Chunks landing on the floor.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going to shout as part of, instead of taking my movement, of saying, "Stop trying to hit me and hit me!"
It doesn't understand you. Right, Saint.
Out of interest, how many creatures are close to me? Or is it just this
So there's one in close combat with you, and there's one that's probably 10, 20 feet away.
Okay, as I see this big one running into me, I will pull up my sleeves, and I have the symbol of Abutar tattooed so it covers both arms.
Yep.
And I slam them together and shout, "Turn!" and cast Turn Undead. So it takes
Okay.
a wisdom saving throw, but
Okay.
spends its next action running as far away from me as possible.
And what's the number I need to beat?
For wisdom!
Wisdom saving throw. I don't know. what that is.
What's your power?
Yeah, what's your
Spell attack.
12.
spell attack?
12.
No, that's your save. Your spell.
I'm not making it. Let me have a look.
Okay.
Let me
Is
use
it
the power.
automatically cast?
There will be it automatically casts, but the save DC will be dependent on Saint.
Yeah, it's something like 10 plus.
Yes.
No, but it'll be in your spellcasting bit to tell you what your
No, it will say should say 10 undead.
Turn Undead. Each fiend or undead that sees you or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. Turn for 1 minute. I assume it's just against my spell
So it'll
save.
be spell attack.
Oh, I think it is just a wisdom saving throw. Actually.
It just says wisdom saving.
There has to be a DC though.
So it must be 12.
How is your
Can it not be against
save
their own
DC
stats?
12?
Is it not just against their own stats? Like just saving throw against?
No, because you
No.
need a difficulty,
You
don't
need your target number.
you?
Isn't that from your spell stuff? What are you?
I'm a paladin.
What do your spells cast on?
Charisma.
Will be your spell attack, which will be your charisma plus proficiency.
Yep.
I got
Plus
plus 1, 12, plus 4. So 3.
8 plus proficiency plus charisma bonus.
So what's that?
So 8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, 11. What's your
So it's
charisma
12.
bonus?
Yeah.
12. Okay. Cool.
Whoa!
Just happened to be.
So you slam your arms together, and a blue light erupts from you. However, the creature's crazed look is
Oh,
not
damn it.
deterred, and it keeps coming.
What about the one that was 30 feet away from me?
Oh yeah, good point.
And the other one goes, yeah.
That one does fail.
It just runs away.
And it's sort of its crazed look in its eye. It sort of catches the light from your holy symbol and flips over and starts to move away, running back towards the cavern.
Bye. I got that from Constantine when he's trying to exorcise a demon. And he
Yeah,
does that.
cool.
He's trying to make the symbol come together. It's great. I need to do that a lot. Just get the Order of Mithras symbol painted. But my biceps aren't big enough.
Not yet.
Braces.
Okay.
Braces.
Yeah.
Just go.
Okay.
Power of Mithras.
Aurelian,
Right, I'm going to hit it.
go for it.
Hit it
With the hammer.
Plus an 18.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this isn't a hammer. This is the lightning sword.
The star sword.
It's that one.
Star sword. That's wicked.
11 points of normal damage, or whatever,
Slashing.
slashing, and 4 points of lightning.
Okay. So 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. As you strike its body, wherever you hit it, lightning crackles across its body. It screams in pain.
Is this one
Excuse me.
I hurt with a fireball or a different one?
This one you hurt a little bit with your fireball.
Okay.
Okay. Poot. What are you doing?
I will be hitting him. So I am going to physically step between Saint and the big Grubbly.
No, it dashed into close combat.
Yeah. But Saint's gone like this,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming it's fairly. But I'm quite
You
small.
can step in next to him.
Okay, I shall
sorry.
step in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm going to go for the eyeballs, like you know,
Okay.
properly go for the eyeballs.
Go for the eyes, Boot.
Get advantage.
Okay.
Optimism.
Cool. All right. So I use advantage. Let's see what that one is. Yeah, that one.
He gets advantage from maybe in combat with it as well.
Which is odd because it's a massive
Hello.
creature.
So I'll definitely hit.
I guess you would.
So
I can kill this one by myself.
15 and 17 plus like all the bonuses. So.
okay, I'm not going to roll that dice anymore.
That's
2, 6, 10, 18, 19, 21, 22.
Okay. Cool. So you stab at its face.
I'm
Tearing chunks out the side of its face.
trying to get its attention. So that
You've got
You
its
might have-
attention.
I'm trying to get its attention.
However, Saint did just try some holy activity against him.
I did. I do love holy activity.
Okay,
What's your favourite holy activity?
Lena.
How
Mine's
far
gone.
away is the one that's running away?
It's
Shoot at the cowardice.
150 feet away from you to about that.
Sorry. That was terrible. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking like, would I kind of help you guys finish off the one that you're playing with,
I was
or
about to bash
try
Saint.
and catch the runner? Can I shoot it in the Achilles tendon?
But it hadn't.
It's one weakness.
It's got ankles.
Achilles.
I've only got about 6.
The Achilles barbs.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the runner.
Okay, go for it.
Hopefully.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Do you
it.
hate-
Maybe.
do you
Maybe.
Do you hate them?
No, not
Do you
yet.
hate them yet?
No,
I
maybe
think you're
next
right on
level.
Next time.
What without getting
Oh,
splattered?
yeah, I might. I'm starting to dislike them. That was a 17.
Okay,
So plus stuff.
that's
so
a
that
hit.
one's cool.
Yep.
And the other one was an 11 plus
Stuff.
8.
Yep.
So that's right. Okay.
Mhm.
So I've got 2 of these.
Yep.
And they're both plus 3 plus 1. So
Mhm.
4. Woo, hello.
12.
Yep.
That one was good.
Yep.
And that was less good. So 6. So 18 total. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 2 arrows streak across the marketplace, hitting the creature in the
Finally
back,
shot things properly, kind of. Good job.
and a fine spray of black fluid comes
And
out
it's
of
not
its
near
back.
anyone.
Not near anyone.
Yes.
Okay, now it's their go. Right, let me see
That's the
who
example.
the creature is going to attack.
Attack me!
Odds, it's Poot.
Attack me!
Evens, it's Saint. Order 1,
It's poop.
it's Poot.
Oh,
Right, it's going to attack you.
you're so lucky.
I could be so lucky.
26 to hit.
You hit me.
Okay.
Yeah, about that lucky.
That's my
You're still feeling
my,
lucky.
my personality trait.
Yep.
At
Okay.
least it
Yeah,
wasn't a crit.
I'm
Take
noticed
14 points of slashing damage.
I don't want to take 40 points.
Okay, take
You
7.
don't need to see
I
it as a
don't
notification.
take 40.
Okay, cool. That one
I actually
had a
crit
go
roll.
at you.
You want
Okay,
to go
next
home?
one. This one's running away. Although it's just been shot at, so let's see if it's still running away.
It has to do it for one complete action.
Unless it takes damage.
Yeah, it runs away from me until its next action.
Yes, it is its next action.
So
Okay, so it can now do what it wants.
But yeah, it should be
Okay.
able to do what it wants.
Cool. Right, so it's going to come back and move into combat with you guys.
Cool.
Next turn.
Yeah, it can't attack you now. It's dashed.
It's like 150 foot away.
From me.
Leader.
Oh, up from you.
And I'm over there.
They're not that fast.
Or are they?
Or are they? Right, Cormick. There's one going for you.
Cool.
Sure. It's rolled a 15 to hit.
Fail.
Fail.
What's it at?
Okay.
Are you at 2 HP?
Did you roll
Never
the
mind.
15?
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry.
That's the same.
I'm
How
giving
did that
away the
happen?
numbers, Roger. And the other one's going to try and attack you with disadvantage. 13.
No.
No. Okay.
That disadvantage thing's really good. Isn't it?
That is very
Last
nifty.
10 minutes as
Yeah,
well.
wait.
Okay. That's their go over. Cormick.
Smack it with a sword.
Okay.
It's a good roll.
That is a good roll, but this one is only 17.
That's a hit.
So 2 hits. 16 points of damage.
Okay. You clamber up to the top of its head and you slide your short sword into its the back of its neck twice.
Grim.
And a shower of black gore comes out. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oops.
Nope.
You take 1 level of corruption. But you ride the creature's body as it falls to the ground, your short sword severing its head from its body. And it rolls across the floor with a gout of blood and black liquid.
That still only counts as 1.
You've killed it.
Good job. You did it on your own.
It's dead. Its head's off. That's dull.
Is that one of the
Shit,
ones that
still
that got hit by my fireball?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that one of the ones that I got with...
It's like,
Is that one of the ones I did
Right,
full damage?
Saint. There are now 2 creatures standing in front of you.
I will attack one of them.
Do you want to fight the one that was running away originally, or the one?
The one
that's
that we've
been-
already damaged.
Okay. Well, you've damaged both. They're both wounded.
Which is the most wounded?
Make a intelligence roll
Ah,
at
my-
disadvantage
Oh,
because it's a
damn it.
split-second thing.
Natural 1.
Okay.
So the one that's...
You keep fighting the one that was there in front of you.
Do I get advantage now that there's another one in there?
No, because it's 2v2.
So first attack. Huzzah! I get 12.
Total.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Huzzah! 20.
That's a hit.
And my sword ignites in blue fire. So I need another d8, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and another d8 because
Oh,
it's
eat blue
undead.
fire.
I don't have another
Who's
one.
got another one?
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
all.
We're out of d8s. There's too much smiting going on.
Abutana! Oh, not so much smiting. 10.
10.
Just a little bit of
How much divine damage?
1,
Oh no!
No, it's
2.
3d8.
2, 3, 3.
some.
Some.
Did you roll that badly?
He did, yeah.
3 divine.
3 divine damage.
Okay, and you did in total 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did you do 8?
You roll ones on all 3d8s.
Oh no!
You shave
A
the end
slither.
off of a barb,
Yeah!
and it goes. Oh.
I had high hopes.
I really
I
don't
had high hopes for
That
It did.
a
Like,
second round. kill.
Every
I thought
little
that-
counts.
Yep. Okay. Aurelian.
I'm going to hit it.
With
Advantage.
advantage. Because I'm in combat range with you.
Okay, 17 or a 2. I'll take the 17.
That's a hit.
8. 10, 11 normal damage and 4 lightning damage. So
Okay.
15.
Again, lightning crackles across its body as you strike it, and it screams in pain. Poot! So which one are you attacking? The one that you attack the eyes of, or the one that's just running?
No, the one I'm still attacking.
Okay.
The one I'm still attacking.
Hello.
Okay. So, I don't get the proficiency bonus on that one. That's only so. No, so I'm not here with that. So just that one. Okay. So D4 and 3D6. 1, 2, 3.
You don't get sneak attack damage.
If there's a I do. If there's another enemy within 5 foot, I get it.
Oh, I thought you had to have advantage on the attack.
You have to have an advantage, or if there's another enemy within 5 foot,
Cool.
then I get it.
Ooh.
So that's.
Don't like that one either.
14.
Is it not good?
It's another one
15.
on his special dice.
15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Putting the
lose
fancy
that
dice
one.
away.
Yeah.
You gotta do some pre-rolling. I
I'm playing
think,
the wrong
to find-
system for those dice.
Okay, cool. Lena.
I am going to continue shooting the one that may now be running back in this direction.
It has run back in this direction. Yes.
Well, you know.
not to you. Yeah. Yes, go for it.
Taking Ranger, literally. Like, nope. Right, come on, we did alright last time. Yep, that's good. 16 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is 7 plus 8. Is it still plus the whole thing, or?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, is that
2 hits?
2 hits?
Yep.
Yes. 10.
Okay.
And not quite 10. 7.
Nine.
I was like,
17 damage.
numbers.
Okay.
Yes,
It's not quite.
So,
it's been a long day.
the 2 arrows streak into the top of its head, and it collapses to the floor, spraying black goo over Saint and Poot. Make Constitution saving throws.
No.
Helping.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey!
This is how it works.
Okay. It works for Saint.
Saint is
It
immune.
does for me at the moment.
Okay, right, now it's their go. There's only 2 of them left.
Yeah.
One of them is going to attempt to attack Aurelian. There's still what? Protection thingy?
Yeah, 10 minutes it lasts.
Okay, that is a 20 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And the other one is
What
going
you said
to
there was
hit.
no. Which is in fact
No.
wrong because you follow your science.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've been
Yes.
hitting.
You got it.
Yes. Okay, and the other one is going to hit Poot.
Oh no, he isn't.
19. Is that it?
As long as you roll more than 50.
Okay, okay.
Your armor class not gone up at all.
No, I'm trying to get some new armour. I don't really. Yeah, I don't.
My arm class is 14, so they all seem to play.
Okay.
Yeah, but my
What's yours,
armour
Jim?
20.
is
22. That's
Except when I cast
I
shield
have
against
leather armour.
25.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
scale weapons.
13 points of slashing damage.
I don't.
After 7.
I like this game.
What's
Just
that?
telling the DM.
No.
No, we don't do that actually.
I was going to go.
This is the
I'm
Okay.
player-run D&D game.
Cormick. So the 2 of you are now fighting this creature.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and hit it.
Yeah, I only
your
have
The
leather
first
armour.
one, yeah, hits 16.
That's like
Next one, 21.
That's 2 hits.
Scale?
No, I'm guessing
16
some
points of damage.
silent scale.
Okay.
Special stuff, yeah.
You dart in low and fast, stabbing with your short sword into its entrails. Seems to be a frequent way of killing for you short folk.
Yeah.
And
Well,
its,
it's what's
Go in,
closest.
go in
Exactly.
through the base.
Yeah. its guts fall out onto the floor and it screams in agonizing pain, ah! Almost enjoying it for a moment, and then collapses to the floor. Black goo going everywhere. You 2 make
No.
Constitution saving throws.
Oh, wait. No, that's
I rolled another 3, take another level of corruption.
Yay!
Do you add your proficiency bonus to your damage?
20 something.
No.
I thought no.
20
I
something.
added to this.
27.
Okay. Cool.
They
Right.
get advantage
Efficiency
with
bonus.
protection from corruption.
Saint.
Is it Dex plus proficient bonus for attack bonus or strength?
Depends on what weapon you're using.
Finesse.
A finesse
Yeah.
weapon, Dex.
Yeah. Dex
And
plus
you add your
proficiency.
Dex to the damage.
Yeah,
with
I've
a
got
finesse
that
weapon.
already.
Yeah.
That's absolute 5.
Okay.
Right, so there's one left in combat with us, isn't
Yes. This is,
there? It gets hit. Oh, it missed.
you've got advantage, so.
Oh, then I take the 15, so
Okay.
that's 20.
Mhm.
And then 13? No,
Yes.
12.
That's a miss.
So my sword ignites. Can I have another D8 and another D8? Let's see if we can roll better than last time.
Light him up.
It's
got
So
to-
there's,
it's got
that's
to be
radiant
better.
damage.
Okay.
So I've got 11, 12, 13 radiant plus 2. So
Okay. Your first strike missing, your second, you raise a sword above your head and it ignites with the holy fire of not Usain, sorry, wrong one. Abutar,
Ah.
the pale blue light. And you swing the sword down, cutting the creature in half as you do. Its body tearing apart and black goo spilling out onto the floor all around you.
nice.
And Poot, make a constitution saving throw.
No.
I still got my
Maybe.
save, my task.
Maybe. Yay! Yeah, I rolled my constitution.
No. What did you roll in total?
10.
10.
My constitution is
This
10.
doesn't work like that.
It's a difficulty roll.
There's a difficulty
Pete
level
says no.
that you have to hit.
Oh god, he's
which
learned
is
our
not
trick.
10.
Otherwise, having Constitution 8 would be amazing.
Yes. Yes, because then the lower the constitution, the better.
My
I've got a constitution of 3 if I roll a 3 or more. So take a level of corruption. So you now have 2 levels of corruption. So you smell.
No, I'm not.
Do I know that I've got?
I'm not using.
Oh, you feel horrible. You
Alright.
feel
my
something
last corruption.
I'm
seep
gonna
in through your
hang out in the
skin,
block, yeah, I'll come
start
and
to
Saving
sweat.
and get a sample.
Well, I think combat's over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The creatures are now all dead. You can hear screams from further round through the marketplace and into the streets beyond. There were, Lena, you saw more of these creatures
Oh god.
coming out of the cavern. They've
Yeah.
obviously gone somewhere
Gases
else.
And terrorising
Into
the
the
locals.
city. Yes. There in front of you is this large cavern into this spire with goo and bits of kind of detritus and innards sort of spilled out onto the marketplace, cobbled street around you. And you kind of pick yourselves up and dust yourselves down, wiping off little bits of black goo and ooze. You are aware that you are not feeling suddenly yourself, Poot and Cormac. There is something back of your throat, something disgusting. You feel slightly clammy suddenly, and what's going on? You feel a bit disgusting.
I will hop up onto the dead creature in front of Saint and offer a high five. Hey!
That's bizarre.
I'm going to hold the crystal.
I'm gonna pop a blue orb.
I'm gonna pop a blue orb. A
Yeah.
whole orb.
No.
Ah!
Yeah, I've
You got
got
that.
the
Okay.
other ones.
So
Nine.
you can
I
either
heal 21
That's
points of
healing.
damage.
Yeah.
or remove a level of corruption.
I'm
Okay.
fully healed.
Okay, so I'm going to pop
I'm gonna
all
use
3
science.
remaining little orbs
For science!
So remove 2 levels of corruption and a heal.
and a heal. So the heal, so they do.
So 20.
So the heal is on the blue orbs.
On your one,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
different because we've separated it out.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So it's,
Well, they
isn't
do
it?
4d6 damage.
And they do 3d6.
3d6.
Can I look see if people look hurt?
Oh, can people cure? Who can cure corruption?
Me.
You can
I'd like
you
to go for
cure?
a walk.
Oh, maybe I'll only use.
Along the wall.
I can't do it at the moment.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't.
going to kind of look up at Lena and kind of point at the cave. Kind of indicate that's what
I've-
I'm doing.
I've rolled a 20 to gain some samples.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have an alchemist kit now.
From the creatures? Okay. Right. So
I'm
you
latest
get
study.
4 stoppered vials with various parts of. You take a bit of a barb, take a bit of what looks like normal flesh.
Yep.
You get some of the goo, and then you get the kind of weird, that kind of ichor that comes out. of between the gaps.
I got 18 on perception to see if those 3 are hurt. Like,
Who's hurt?
too far away.
I've taken 2 points of
I've
damage.
taken
from something
3
I can't
points of
remember
damage.
They
I
look
took
fine.
I took a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to walk up to Poot and go.
So I'm going to go around the top of the wall and see if I can see any further around.
12 points of healing.
Aurelian
How badly hurt are you?
has waved
Well, I
up.
only needed 10 more to get back to full health. Because I popped one of my blue orbs,
Oh,
got
okay.
3d6.
Okay, cool.
So I'm back to full health.
I'll
Lena.
take.
So yeah, Lena's going to go around and see if she can see anything further around the way because we've dealt with this problem
mhm.
that the villagers are
Yeah,
out.
I'm just going to take a blue orb.
Aurelian has obviously kind of waved up and pointed into the cave.
Yep.
Now, I
I've got
really
2
don't
levels
want
of
to give him a thumbs up for that.
I'm feeling
I mean, yes, I saw him and I know what he means, but
Yeah.
I don't like that plan. So I'll just nod and keep
You get a
going
sheepish
around.
nod
Yeah.
from Lena.
It's like,
and you
yeah,
go, we're
okay.
going in the cavern.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
You
Well,
head round the top of the
Shouldn't
wall.
we clear the town of creatures first before we go?
We need to defeat the source of the corruption.
You go round the wall.
Mhm.
And you
What
can
about
see
the
now that
people?
in the streets there are armed
I don't think I'm
men
actually allowed to
that look like house guards
Mhm.
that
We're
are
not
fighting
abandoning people.
with the
We're
creatures
dealing with the source of the
in
threat.
the streets beyond.
Yeah.
So as you
Okay,
go around the wall, you
stop
get a bit of a view
Mhm.
between a few gaps in buildings.
Okay.
to be
And you can
kind,
see that there's
forgiving.
now an armed response. It seems to
Okay.
take a little while for
For
the
them
house
to kind of
guard
get up
to.
to speed.
Absolutely. But
Okay.
now
Five
this will be
flashes
fighting.
stamps
Ladies,
force
And you
right now,
see-
okay.
Yeah, this seems to be fine. There's only 5 of these creatures, and there's probably you now sort of see lots of armed men, probably about 100 of them moving about.
Wow, okay.
Maybe I can.
A lot of them seem to be
It's
We're
not
not
small
branded
town,
it,
is
we're
it?
going into
Pretty-
the source
Oh,
of
it's a
the
city.
danger.
It's nearly a city.
Yeah.
They don't like to call
Oh yeah.
other
yeah.
places cities other than the big 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not,
Yes.
we're not abandoning
I've
it.
taken a
Okay,
blue
well
orb.
from there then,
Oh.
um,
Hang on a sec, guys.
if I don't know, is that kind of in? Can I help from here, or should I just kind of clock that that's happening and then?
It's
head
kind
back
of
to-
like down an alleyway
Okay,
between 2
so-
eaves of a
yeah.
building kind of thing that you're
Okay.
seeing.
Right, so I'll clock that and I'll head back round and
Yeah.
let these guys know that there's stuff going on over there and they've kind of got it covered, but they'll probably need a hand because no one's really dealt with this for centuries.
A while, yeah.
And the corruption stuff, I mean, we know how to deal with it, but there's every chance that the average chap probably wouldn't, and it might go really badly wrong if there's a whole bunch of them who get infected with nasty stuff and go, yeah, I'm just feeling a bit bad. Oh, by the way, blah.
The house guard of the area has responded and started to fight the creatures further away, as Lena lets you know. Are you coming down?
Yes, because I'll need
Okay,
to talk to
Okay,
them.
well, we
I will
Sure.
either eye the marketplace floor with suspicion because I could see from up there quite clearly that it was doing
yes,
things.
I wouldn't be waiting around
So
after I've healed myself,
Yeah.
and then I would just be walking into the cave.
Okay, so Aurelian is
bug it up.
determinedly walking up this slope
Let's just leave him to
towards
it.
the cavern. And the rest of you,
How
Lena
long-
has joined the rest of you now, and you're all sort of standing there as Aurelian is walking up the thing.
Oh no, I'll
You're going as well?
Yeah, I've only got 1 level of corruption now. I still have.
How long is
Okay.
a short rest?
An hour. No, 8 hours.
8 hours.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. You did go all out last session with the kind of, I'm going to use all my lay on hands.
Yeah,
I think
I've
it
got-
was quite effective though.
I have
was
all my lay on hands gone. I have my channel divinity gone. I have all of my divine smites gone, and I have 1 spell left, which is Misty Step.
Nice.
Oh, what happened to your purify food and water?
Gone.
You haven't even got a purified food or
No.
water.
Ah.
Used everything. I've
That was the
literally.
crux of the whole
got nothing.
campaign.
It's almost like if you spam all of your spells at once, you then don't
I
have
will
any.
Misty Step towards Roger.
Are
Now I have nothing.
you sure? You might need that later.
I Misty Step towards Roger.
Okay, okay. So
I like to live life on the edge.
Saint is right next to you, ready to go.
Okay, as I enter the cavern, I'm going to cast light on my hammer.
Okay. And I will describe to you what you see in the next episode. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode. We did, I hope. Yeah. Okay,
I'm looking
cool.
forward to this.
Yes. Okay, cool. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out things on
Oh,
Facebook,
Raven is up.
Instagram, Twitter, all those things,
Social things.
stuffs. And we'll see you next time on Five Cities.
Bye.
Bye.